Welcome to the English classroom. My name is Nisha and today is the second session on the different parts of speech and the topic is verbs. Today we will first understand what are verbs and then the different types of verbs. If you have any doubts in the session, do not forget to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Let us first understand what is a verb. A verb is a word used to describe an action, a state or an occurrence. From the definition itself, we understand that there are two types of verbs, that is, a dynamic verb or an action verb and the stative verb. We will first understand what are action verbs, which are also known as dynamic verbs. Now, an action verb describes an action. It tells you what the subject is doing or has done. For example, in the first sentence, John visited his friend. Here, John is the subject and he is doing or performing the action of visiting his friend, which is the action verb of this sentence. In the second sentence, they bought a new house. In this sentence, they, which is the subject of the sentence, bought a new house. So bought here is the action verb. Some other examples that you need to know are dance, eat, play, sit, write. These are all examples of action verbs where the subject is performing some kind of an action. The second type of verb is a stative verb. Now, what are stative verbs? These are used to express a state rather than an action. It relates to thoughts, emotions, relationships, state of being, senses and measurements. We'll understand this better with the help of an example. He has a cold. Can you guess the verb in this sentence? There is a verb. It is has, which is the verb to have. He has a bad cold. In the second sentence, she loves chocolate ice cream. Here, love is the stative verb. So here, you see that there is no action taking place. This is a state. He has a bad cold or she loves chocolate ice cream. So these verbs help you to show a state as opposed to some kind of an action. Now there are some things that you need to remember while talking about stative and action verbs. The first one, a stative verb is not used in the ing form in the continuous tense. Now I'll give you an example. A lot of children say, I'm disliking the food. It is a wrong usage. You do not put ing in the continuous tense. A very popular brand says, I'm loving it. Although it is used for advertising, it is the wrong usage of the word love. You do not add an ing to it. The second, some verbs can both be stative as well as action verbs. Now let's understand them. The verb have, in this case, I have a car. Here, have shows possession. It's a stative verb. In the second sentence, I'm having dinner. Here, have is used to show action. Thus, the word have can be used in two forms, both as an action verb as well as a stative verb. Another example of this is the verb see. I can see her now. Here, see is a stative verb and in the second sentence, Preeti is seeing Raj. Here, seeing means dating, again, which is an action verb. The main verb. A main verb is known as a principal verb or the important verb which shows the action or state in a sentence. Now, a main verb can stand all alone or can take the help of auxiliary verbs. Let us understand this with the help of an example. People enjoy sports. Here I have underlined the word enjoy, which is the main verb in the sentence. Second, I helped Rita with her work. Here, the verb helped is the main verb in this sentence. You see there is no other verb. Now, main verbs can also be known as linking verbs. When does that happen? A main verb is known as a linking verb when they link the subject to state of being or show relationship. Now let us understand this with the help of a sentence. It is very easy. Jennifer is a nurse. Now, can you identify the verb in this sentence? There is a verb, is. The verb is links the verb Jennifer, the noun Jennifer, with the rest of the sentence. How do you identify a linking verb? Very easy. If you remove this is and you put an equal to sign, you will understand Jennifer equal to a nurse. That is, she is a nurse. So, the verb is a linking verb. Auxiliary verbs. An auxiliary verb is also known as a helping verb. It is used with the main verb to know the tense, to form a negative, or to form a question. Now, auxiliary verbs cannot stand by themselves. They need a main verb and accompany a main verb. The common helping verbs are have, be, do. Now let us understand how it is used to identify tenses or to form a question or negative with the help of these sentences. She is reading a book. Now here the main verb is reading, is, which is a form of be, is the auxiliary verb which tells us that this thing is happening right now. She is reading the book now. So you know this is something in the present tense. The second one, do you want coffee? This is a question. Here, the helping verb do is used to ask the question, do you want coffee? Third, I don't like meat. Here, don't is do not. Again, the helping verb do is used to form a negative sentence. I do not like meat or I don't like meat. Now, a type of auxiliary verbs are the modal verbs. Now, what are these modal verbs? These are combined with other words to express necessity, possibility, intention, or ability. It helps to show different moods. Some examples of modal verbs are must, shall, will, should, can, could, may, might, and so on. Let us understand how they bring in moods to a sentence with the help of examples. You must behave properly. Now, in this, the verb is behave and the modal verb is must. Now, what does this must show? It shows a necessity, an obligation that you should behave properly. In the second sentence, he might reconsider his decision. Now, in this sentence, the modal verb might shows that there is a possibility that he may reconsider his decision. Now, it is with the help of these modal verbs that these moods or these possibilities can be brought in to sentences. Transitive verbs. Now, what are transitive verbs? These are verbs that transfer an action to an object. Now, do not get confused. This is very simple. It makes sense if it exerts an action on an object, or it may seem incomplete. Let us understand this with the help of examples. Please bring coffee. Now, if I hide this and I say please bring, does it make sense? It seems incomplete, right? So we ask, please bring what? Please bring coffee. So it answers to questions what and whom. For example, in the second sentence, she loves dogs. If I hide this, she loves. It can be anything, but it seems incomplete. She loves dogs is complete and it answers questions whom. She loves dogs. Some other examples are give, buy, sell, show, take. These always require an object to show the action or complete the sentence. Intransitive verbs. Now, in case of intransitive verbs, there is no receiver of the action, or basically there is no object required. For example, cry, work, laugh, talk. In case of these verbs, there is no object required. We'll understand this with the help of an example. The baby was crying. Here, there is no object. There is no one who is receiving the action. The baby, the subject, is crying. I laughed loudly. Here I, the subject, laughed loudly. Loudly is an adverb which describes the verb laughed, but there is no receiver of this action. However, there are some words which can be both transitive and intransitive. Let me explain this with the help of an example. Run. Now, the dog ran fast. What is this? Is it a transitive or an intransitive? It is an intransitive verb, wherein the dog ran fast. Now, we can use this as a transitive as well. How? Mary runs a restaurant. Mary runs. It seems incomplete. It requires an object. Here, the object is a restaurant. Regular verbs. Now, regular verbs follow a regular pattern to form the past tense or past participle. How do we do that? By using D, ED and IED at the end of the word. Let us understand this with examples. For example, the past tense of breathe is breathed. Play is played. Study is studied. So if you see, these words have a particular pattern of forming the past tense or the past participle, which is by adding D, ED or IED. Some other examples of regular verbs are laugh, start, wash, wink. These are all verbs which can be made, the past tense can be made by adding D, ED or IED. Talking about irregular verbs. Now, irregular verbs do not have a regular pattern in case of past tense or past participle like the regular verbs. For example, in the case of put, the past tense of the word put is put and not putted. Okay. Similarly, built, BUILD, in the past tense is built. Catch, in the past tense is caught. Catch the ball. I caught the ball. So you see that there is no particular pattern in which the regular verbs are converted to the past tense. Now, how do you remember? You need to memorize this. There is no hard and fast rule to be followed in case of irregular verbs and how they are converted to past tense. It is with practice that you will understand how irregular verbs are converted to the past tense. So this was all about verbs and the different types of verbs. Hope you understood today's session. If you did, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Tune into the channel next week for another session. Until then, happy learning.